Aussies and a Yank walk into a bar. Two Aussies and a Yank walk into a bar.
We'll do the can.
Boom.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. Welcome out to Aussies and a Yank walk into a bar.
Oh, yeah.
Coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee, Jaybird Studios, Jaybird Productions. Thanks for having us. I'm Straussy from Tassie.
G'day, Steve-O. From Brisbane, Australia.
And I'm the Yank. Gaz.
G'day, guys.
Yeah.
G'day, Straussy.
How you going, fellas?
Guys, we have an absolute cracker of an episode coming up tonight.
Ripper!
I've never used that term before, by the way.
Cracker.
Saved it for this show right here. Very special guest tonight.
Yeah.
All the way from Tasmania, Australia, the Wolf Brothers.
Woo!
Nick
Yeah.
and Tom, yeah. Along with our Let's Call a Mate segment to our good friend, Mr. Danny Blaze, coming in a little later. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Danny's online.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot us a comment in the comment section on Facebook and let us know where you're listening into from, etc.
Good. Off to a good start.
Over to you, Straussy.
Cool, mate. Well, we got last week we started up the Sloppy Joe's VP poll, and we put it out there. We put our own nominations in each. We each put in a nomination for the Sloppy Joe's VP. What was yours, Steve-O? You were...
Just controversially Hillary Clinton.
That's right.
Out of the blue.
Gaz.
Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy, that's
All the
right.
way,
And
Miss
I
Piggy.
went for Oprah. So we put it out there for everybody to have a vote and also to nominate your own. And we had a couple extra nominations, but here's where we're at so far. Hillary's got one. She's off to a good
You know what I
start.
reckon? I reckon Hillary voted for herself. She tuned into the show. Yeah,
I bet she did.
+1.
Hillary's up for one. Miss Piggy's come out strong.
Yeah.
13. And Oprah has hit the lead.
What was that, 16?
16.
Oh, the new nominations, yeah?
Yeah, who are those new nominations again? You put those together for us.
Yeah, someone, for some reason, nominated Kayleigh, I don't think I have the spelling right, Kayleigh McEnany.
Who's she?
Oh.
Now the catch is that she's the Republican
White
press
House
secretary
press secretary. Yeah.
for the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Okay.
For Uncle Trumpy.
Yeah.
So there might be a...
the chick that comes on and does his press release.
the hottie.
The hottie.
Yeah.
Trumpy's hottie.
Trumpy's hottie.
Okay.
So, I don't know, she should be on 0, or is that... Oh, no, that's 1.
No,
got
because if she's nominated,
By
she
default.
got one.
Yeah. So, yeah, Kayleigh McEnany, little hottie from...
Is that next? Is that Beavis and Butthead?
It is Beavis and Butthead.
So you get a package
you
deal.
get a 2-for-1 deal.
Oh man.
So Sloppy Joe will get VPs. VPPs.
Yeah,
VPPs.
yeah.
VPPs.
SpongeBob, that's right.
Oh man.
Off to a good start. If anyone has any more ideas of nominations or would like to vote on those, just send them in with on our comments there, and
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
tally them up.
On our Facebook page, the catch too is that we're going to run it weekly until...
Till Sloppy Joe drops the bomb.
Till Sloppy Joe releases who his actual VP.
Here's nom nom nom.
I mean, he's getting some num 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 right there.
It's making me hungry.
Yeah, so
sure.
that's a deal. So if you got any nominations, any suggestions, or you just want to vote, we're going to keep pushing it,
Yeah,
pushing
we're
forward.
gonna push this barrow till it falls over.
Oh, apparently, Unky Biden needs all the help he can get.
Yes, he does. Well, everyone's saying about the best chance for the Dems is the fact that he is locked away because he
Right.
doesn't get to talk as much.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know? So it's
Locked
kind of
in
a
the
thing.
basement.
Yep.
Kind of a thing. All right. Well,
Righto.
this week I went out again. John Party was the first act to open up the live from the drive-in shows at Nissan Stadium.
Was that Thursday or Friday?
It was Friday.
Gotcha.
It's Friday. So we had 2 shows, and here we go. Here we are. This is a little live
Pictures.
from the drive-in. So this is where we were set up at the stage, and
Is that your shot from front of house? Sorry to...
It is from front of house, yeah, facing to the stage, and then they issued everybody with shields or masks. So here's the shot of me and my shield. We think we got a shot of me in the shield somewhere.
You in the
shield?
But In the
Oh, there it
meantime-
is.
There we go. Good looking shield.
You look like a butcher.
You look
One
like
at
you
the
should be
drive.
welding
A
something.
mass murderer
Or a
butcher.
welder.
Oh,
Were you in Wolf Creek?
What you got, Wolf on the brain tonight or something? What's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on? Yeah, so if you wanted a shield, you could have one. That didn't last long. I kind of
Does that still have this, like the film on it?
It does.
Ah.
I picked it up and didn't realise it had a
I was
film
going
on
to say,
it.
you're
that's
breathing pretty
fine.
heavy in that one.
Yeah.
Or you got like some conjunctivitis.
Or pneumonia.
Walking pneumonia.
Everybody had to do the social distance thing. So here's like one of our stage guys, Will, with his paraphernalia. He's got the full garb. Like he looks a bit Arabic there. With
Yeah.
that,
Looks like he's
that
holding a
thing
whip
going on.
too.
He's holding the whip. You're right. Yeah. So everyone was, social distancing, doing what we had to do to get the gig done. We've got a bit of video here that shows where in the parking lot, it shows you where they got a bike rack between each car. The parking lots are all marked out. You see red X's where the cars go and then spaces in between. So everybody gets their social distance space. Each car has 4 people only.
Right.
And they got to stay in their little zone, So that was kind of what happened. Another shot here of people coming in style.
Can I ask you though, was there zone police? If you happen to go to your zone?
There was, but it wasn't like hardball. I mean, you had to get out and go to the loo and stuff. People had to go
Right,
to the
I gotcha,
toilet.
yeah.
So it was people walking down the aisles, supposed to wear their masks, and for the most part, everyone was in on that. Got another video here. This is a pretty sweet looking ride coming
Elvis.
in. Yeah, this is really drive-in material.
Yeah, it is.
Old school drive-in. Like the old.
Oh, they capitalised on it big time.
Yeah, yeah. They made the most of it.
That's cool.
I got another video here, shows from the stage with all the cars, once all the cars come in, and then you got,
Oh, that's so weird.
it is pretty weird, all the people, it's kind of like, and it's quite a way away from the stage
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
so, there's no virus.
When you are used to seeing
Skimming
people
across.
instead of vehicles, absolutely. When you're used to seeing people, crowds instead of vehicles, that
Yeah.
is
Yeah, it's kind of a weird one.
a strange visual.
There's, what else have we got there, Ben? Something else. How'd that get in there? Who took that
It's a country concert.
Country concert.
Gotta have short
Oh,
shots.
but nieces showed up to the show.
Yeah. What the next one? Here's the guys on stage. A little bit of action with the video in the background there, kind of thing.
Yep.
Going
Great shot of Terry
down.
there too.
It is Terry
Yeah.
Lee Palmer.
Should have a
in all his glory.
flamethrower.
Guys at the end of the show, all that fun stuff, and we've got a pic of. This is actually the
aerial.
next day in Indiana. One of our cruise mates is a pilot. He had a friend who took this pic of. So you can see the stage up to the end, and then all the vehicles spread out. This is the Indiana one on Saturday. I think they could fit 800 cars into that one. The Nissan Stadium was about 600.
Okay.
So it's not. The
That's
numbers are
some
not
good numbers.
huge.
800 by 4 is something mathematical, right?
Yeah, it is. Someone can figure that one out. And then we got, this is something really different. This is a little video of the encore, and this is encores of 2020. So you're going to see this video. I think we got audio to run with it.
I'm surprised there's no windshield wipers going on.
So that's the encore of the future. All right,
Oh,
guys.
gosh.
Yeah. Everyone's on the blower.
Did John and the crew anticipate an encore, and as a result of that, did he play one or two extra songs?
I mean, they didn't anticipate an encore yet,
Gotcha.
so it was an encore deal, and I think because there have been this was the first one at Nissan Stadium thing, but there have been a couple of other charity events. I think maybe it's already a precedent that
Gotcha.
people already knew about it. I'm not sure, but either way, it happened both nights, so I think people are on the go with that.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
And that is an optimistic way to look at how our industry is going forward
Well,
as well.
it's at least good for us to be out there working.
Yeah.
So that's.
I would say that's the only positive thing.
Yeah. Everybody involved was thought it was a success. So
Gotcha.
management, everybody down.
Right.
It could be a thing. The biggest thing, we had a few weeks ago, people were up in arms about the crowds and no social distancing and stuff. So I guess this is probably going to be how we're going to roll out of 2020.
Right. And that's the thing too for the punters and the people showing up in the cars is that they've been cooped up. They want some live entertainment. Maybe I think some movie theatres are shut down. They can't get out. Stuff's starting to shut back down again. So
there's a lot of feedback from people about that. About just good to be out. Even the band and the artists are like, thank God, this is it's really different, but we're at least happy to be out here and
true. And you're on a bus
and playing for a big
instead of a van. Did you have your own desk?
I did have my own desk, but we kind of have scaled everything down because we are cutting budgets to suit the amount of people, because you can't run. You can do, like you said, you can do the math. There's 4 people per car, 600 cars. There's not the revenue there that there is when you're putting 10,000 people into a space. So it's got to be made to suit. So we run down to, instead of running 3 buses and 2 trucks, we're now in 2 buses with the trailer on the back. So everything's kind of scaled to fit, and it still went off great. So
but still it's something.
Yeah,
and it's positive.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
good stuff, man.
There we go.
Yeah,
that was that big weekend. It was weird to be back out.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, after
did you feel like it was an odd rhythm? Where it's like, oh, I forgot what to do.
No.
Just in case John's watching, Straussy was on it.
No, riding a horse, mate. Riding a bike, straight back.
Did you get all the rides on the solos all?
Oh,
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
Didn't miss a thing.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Thanks for that report, mate.
No worries.
Moving on to segment 3.
Yeah, so we're going to announce the question of the week here. For those who haven't watched before, what we do is we announce the question of the week now, and then you guys can have a stab at an answer, and at the end of the show I give the guys a multiple choice of answers, and they get to pick the winner. And the question of the week is...
Most laughter wins.
When the police get defunded, what crime would you like to get away with?
Oh, man.
So,
Australians are criminals.
Yeah.
So are some of the Yanks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I look forward to the answers and multiple choice.
But, if the police are defunded, there's no repercussions, are there?
Right.
This is what we're going to have anarchy. Guys. You know all about that.
I'm ready.
Yeah. An interesting question.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's something that's run through everyone's heads, for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Straussy's got 20 shady babies. A swarm of shady
All
babies.
over the country.
Shady babies is Straussy's little tinny.
Shady baby escape.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fantastic. Well, that takes us to our special guest tonight.
Yeah.
We normally have the musician guest towards the end, but these guys are on an incredible streak right now too. So
They are, yeah. We've got some boys from my local down home in Tassie.
Oh, boy.
The Wolf Brothers, Tom and Nick. G'day, guys. How you going?
g'day, fellas.
Yeah,
Hey guys,
Hey,
how you going?
Doing good.
How we doing? You well?
Feel at home. We've got a little backdrop here to put up because this way we'll feel like we're with you blokes. You see.
Oh yeah. What is it? Picture
okay.
meat
Sure.
pie.
It's not a great time, but I'm sure it's coming.
I could go for one of those.
Yeah, it looks pretty similar to what you guys got going on there, actually.
That's cool, mate. So guys, you haven't met Steve-O and Gaz before, but Steve-O's the first Aussie I met in Nashville back in 2004 on my first trip. He plays bass with Chris Young now. And
Don't hold that against me. Yeah.
And Gaz is our mate who does front of house with Chris. He's also a guitarist. Used to play with Joe Diffie
Long
and
time ago.
other people. But yeah. So
there it is.
here we are. Here we
look
go.
at that.
Good to meet you guys.
Nice. Yeah. Likewise, Tom, Nick. Thanks for joining us tonight.
So here we
No,
are.
thanks for
we're at
having us.
Longley International, which is our local pub. That we all grew up in the same district and frequent the same local, the Longley International. Now you blokes still love playing there. Tell us what it means to you coming home to play at Longley.
Well, it's kind of like, where it all started for us. I mean, we've been very
very lucky and very grateful to have the amount of success we've had. But, you know, that's where it started, in that hotel, and we used to do gigs there actually with our dad. And then we used to do shows there when his band would play a set and we'd do a set, and et cetera, et cetera. So I used to sneak in there and start drinking when I was about 15 and just sort of would hide around in the back corners. Hopefully no one would notice me. But it means a lot. It's kind of where it all started. And when we come home and play there, the shows sell out in about an hour because people just want to see us play there because it's where it all began. So it's my favourite gig to do, and we were actually meant to finish our tour there right before COVID sort of hit Australia. So we were about to do this sold-out show there to end our tour, and we still haven't done it yet. So hopefully soon.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I think we've got a couple of shots of you guys on stage there at Longley coming up. But Nick, have you got anything to add to that, or feel that the same?
Oh, mate, I think we should touch on just how crazy it is, the story of that you and us three essentially grew up, you know, within a kilometre of each other. And, you know, I remember when we moved over to Nashville for a while, and we're like, oh, we should catch up, you know. Whereabouts are you? Oh, I'm on Percy Priest Lake. We're like, yeah, so are we. So we're the other side of the world, and we're still only like a K from one another. It's actually pretty crazy. So, and you know, it's not a big place where we're from, as you know. So for all of us to sort of end up over there and doing what we're doing, it's pretty good strike rate for Longley, I reckon.
Yeah, it's pretty good, mate. And it's good to have you guys out on the boat when we're out. We hang out on the lake quite a bit with the guys. So it's always fun to have you out. Look forward to the next time we can make that happen.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all pretty good down in Tassie right now. I mean, we've had like 0 active cases for about maybe 70, 80 days, I think.
Wow.
The fact that, you know, it's an island, for those who don't know, it's an island off the bottom of Australia, so we've kind of had a moat around us and we were able to just keep everyone out. And, But, I mean, going forward, like all our gigs obviously got canned for, you know, essentially the rest of the year, and they've started to be built back up and postponed and different things. But, next month we're looking at getting back into doing shows. But, sort of things have kicked off again with the COVID in Victoria. So we're just sort of seeing how everything goes there. Because, you know, I guess for us to fly anywhere, we kind of have to go through Victoria or New South Wales airports. And I'm not sure what logistically that means. And so, I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to get the itinerary and get in the cab and go to the airport and see what happens. But, you know, someone else can figure that out. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a challenge. I think, obviously a lot of challenges ahead for touring for everyone going forward. And I don't think it'll ever be quite the same.
That's for sure. Hey, Tom, what we got the Longley stuff up there, mate? I found this picture on Longley's Facebook page. Is this your wife, Ali, riding the mechanical bull in the beer garden? Is that how you guys
surprise
met?
me? Wouldn't surprise
Tom was
me.
operating the mechanical bull business.
Yeah.
G'day, Dad.
She's ridden a few bulls in a time. No, I'm joking. I think it might be actually, mate. That's a few years ago, but mate. You know what you got to say. What happens at Longley needs to just stay at Longley. You know, mate. We've had some nights there. Geez, you know, I can remember nights there we've played and they've locked the pub. But because it's outside there in the beer garden, everyone just continued to just stand around the fires outside to the beer garden. I can remember leaving there, like, the sun come up and I think we got in Nick's ute, we drove home, had breakfast and went to bed. So a lot of good times in that pub and a lot of good memories. And, I'm not one to jump on the mechanical bull, though.
I
haven't had one of those for a while, but they do a really interesting